Hi everyone, Satnam, welcome to Macy's Magical Meditation Monday, and I am so glad you're here. How was your weekend? Post when you join, I'd love to see who's here, and I just want to say that I love doing these meditations every week as a way to share with you more of the tools and practices that I've used in my own life over the last 10-ish years. Most of the ones I've been teaching have been Kundalini yoga meditations, and I have been a teacher since 2007. And so I am just really excited to share more of these with you. So tell me how things are in the chat. And so today's meditation, I know people are just starting to join because I just saw the announcement go out that we're starting. And the meditation today is a meditation to help us. It's called Meditation into Being. And when I hear that, what I love about that is that it's about moving out of the pushing and doing and trying to be in control of everything and to get the title that makes us feel fancy, to look a certain way, to hide those stories from our past that make us feel less than. Like all of these ways that we kind of manipulate who we are in a way. So one of the things that I love most about yoga and meditation is that it really helps us to come into a space that is none of that. It's not your name, title, stories, personality, any of these roles that we play as sister or mother or teacher or wife or whatever it is, that we get to let go of all of that and come into this beingness, which is just being you, the energy of you. So this meditation really does do an amazing job of that. And I'll read a little more about it in a second. Welcome, everyone. Please say hello in the chat. I'd love to see who's here. And if you're watching the replay, let me know that too, because these are always available. So you're not limited to being here live. You get to come back. And what that means is you can go back and look at all the other ones that I've done because they're all here. And so, okay, so meditation into being. I just wanted to read a little bit about this because it uses the mantra, I am, I am. And I love what this feels like. This mantra, and I'm just going to read a little more. This mantra connects the finite and the infinite identities. The first I am emphasizes the I and is the personal and finite sense of self. The second I am emphasizes slightly the am and is the impersonal, transcendent sense of the self. So when you say I am, this blends the polarity of the infinite and the finite. Yay, thanks for the heart. So if you only say the first I am, the mind will automatically try to answer, I am what? So like I was talking about, how we identify with, I'm a teacher. I'm the funny kid. I'm the young kid. I'm the big girl. I'm the what? All those I ams that we have in our life. The mind will automatically try to answer, I am what? Hi! Oh, yay! Fancy, Alabama, way to go. Thanks for being here. So then the second I am, when we're saying I am in this mantra, the second one becomes I am what I am. Remember Popeye? I think he used to say that. But I am what I am, which is then the beingness of who you are, and it has nothing to do with all of these things that we've collected all of our life about who we are. And really, all we are is that beingness. Yay, Kathy, you're going to love this one. This one's very projectory. So the mantra, I am, the first I am wants to be, your mind wants to answer with, I am what? Like it wants to fill in the gap. But when you add a second I am, then it comes into I am what I am. So I am light. I am energy. I am vibration. That's it. We are that frequency, that connection to all, which means all we have to do is be. We don't have to push, we don't have to do, we don't have to try to become something to be likable or lovable. All we need to do is continue to be more of who we are. So that's what I love about this meditation. So I am what I am. Yes, I mentioned Popeye. So we are going to go ahead and do this meditation. But the one thing I wanted to say, because I know I'm giving you all of these meditations, like every week I've been giving you a new meditation, and some of you have been like, well, which one do I do? How do I do all of them? How do I do this? Well, just do one. Like just pick one and do it. No pressure. This isn't trying to make it harder for you. This is about allowing yourself to experience something new. So, one thing I've been recommending is take the week to do a meditation and then see how it feels. And then you can decide if you want to keep doing it or not, or go back to another one if you like it. But this is a really great one. So anyway, so as a Kundalini yoga teacher, as you've seen in all my other videos, I usually have a head covering, which I'm just doing a very simple one today. And this head covering is part of my commitment as being a Kundalini yoga teacher, but it's also part of the technology. So if you are curious, I would just say, go get a little white bandana or a hat or something and just cover your head and see how it feels to meditate with it. It is also part of honoring our teacher, Yogi Bhajan, who wore a turban and blah, blah, blah. It's good. But I like it because it sort of contains the energy and circulates what you're creating. Wow, I just saw a whole bunch of little emojis go up, and one was angry. Is that an accident? I hope so. Anyway, there's no anger in yoga. No, I'm just kidding. Sometimes there's a lot of anger in yoga because we're like venting out. We're like releasing stuff within ourselves that we really don't want to be in our body. So sitting, this is called the easy pose. You can sit like this, or you can put your feet flat on the floor. Do whatever feels good for you. Your right hand is going to go into Gyan Mudra, which is pointer finger and thumb together. And I am literally doing my right, so it's going to look backwards for you. So just use your right hand, put it out there. Then bringing your hand in front of your heart. So your palm is facing your heart about 6 inches in front of your heart center. And then we will be saying, I am out loud. So this is, I am, the first I am, you will come in a couple inches. So you're coming closer to your heart, just a couple inches. You're not touching your body. And then the second I am, you're moving your hand out about 12 inches. And then you'll inhale and come back to that center point at 6 inches. So it's a little funky, but you'll get into the rhythm. So I am, I am, I am, I am. And then the final thing is that our eyes will be just barely open. It's called 1/10 open. So just slightly open, hand in front of your heart, starting 6 inches away, and then coming in, I am, going out, I am, coming back to center with an inhale. Got it? So let's begin. We'll do 3 minutes. But before we start, we always tune in with the Om Namo Guru Dev Namo 3 times. So if you've been here before, you've done this. If you haven't, Om Namo Guru Dev Namo is called the Adi mantra. It means I connect to the infinite wisdom of the universe. I connect to my teacher within. We'll do that 3 times. If you haven't done it before, no big whoop. Just open your mouth and make some sound. That's what really matters. So palms together, rubbing your hands together, creating a little heat. And then pressing the palms together, tucking your thumbs into your sternum, rolling your shoulders down and back. Spine is straight, head reaches to the sky. Inhaling deep and exhaling. And then inhale to tune in. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Inhale deeply and hold. And exhale, release. So beginning our meditation, right hand in Gyan Mudra, left hand in front of your heart about 6 inches. And then we'll begin by saying, I am, coming in a couple inches. I am, coming out 12 inches. Inhale, moving to center, and continue. I am, 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 I am. Eyes are just barely open. I am, 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 I am. 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 Inhale deeply, just holding the posture. Inhale through the nose and hold the breath. And exhale, release, staying inward, just closing your eyes, taking a moment here to just be with all that I am. Noticing what it's like to be you in your inner world, and also just noticing the energy that surrounds you. Awesome. So coming back into the room, how was that for you? What was that like? I'd love to hear. Just post in the comments. And certainly, if you have any questions about any of these meditations, you can just ask me and I will come back and respond to you, because I want you to be able to use these tools, understand them, and actually let them serve you in your life so that you can really come into having the experience in your external world that is matching the kind of visions in your heart. And that truly is what I see as the power of Kundalini Yoga, in that it really helps to really bring you back to the truth of who you are. And that probably sounds weird to me. That used to sound really weird, because I was like, well, I know who I am, whatever. But there is so much that we carry that we unconsciously don't even realize is becoming a filter that is not helping us to really live in our full, infinite, vibrant, radiant self. So, yay, I'm so glad I see other people join. So glad you're here. So if you're just joining, no big whoop, just go back to the beginning and watch. I know the meditation didn't start till about 12 minutes in, but it's really important to hear what this is about so that you can really get excited about it because it's pretty exciting. So let me see if there's anything else I want to share with you about this meditation. So I posted it in the comments, but I'm going to read it. A yogi cultivates the relationship between the finite sense of self and the infinite sense of the self. The mind often forgets this relationship when it becomes attached to a particular emotion or object that it wants to keep. One of the important habits the yogi instills in the mind is the ability to break that trance of attachment by a shift to the perspective of infinity. And that's what I mean when I say, we've collected all these ideas about ourselves, these beliefs, these stories, like, who we are in relationship with our story and our families and our community, and all of that becomes like who we are. But this breaks down those walls, because some of those are cool, but some of those really become sort of handicaps in us really being in our full abundance. So it's good to be aware of all of that, but the truth is that we are infinite beings. So without this awareness, philosophy, ethics, and spirituality will reduce to ritual participation, which just means you're going through the motions, but you're not really in that reverence to it. So that's another really important part, right? How do we show up in our meditations? And I'm so guilty of like just kind of like hammering something out, like, I did it, check the box. But what happens when we come into our meditation practice with that earnestness and that reverence, that we can be really present with it, even when there's a lot of mind chatter, even when we may be feeling a lot of emotions. That's okay. It's just, what is the reverence we're bringing to that moment to be present to the potential that the meditation holds for us. So without making us wrong or saying, oh yeah, okay, I've been doing it wrong all this time. No. But to just be more aware of how we show up. So yes, that's what I love about this meditation. So thank you for being here. Yay. Oh, I love this comment. Okay. Yes, I used to find it weird too when people would say, listen to your voice. I'd be like, huh? Who else do I hear? Now I'm beginning to understand a bit. Yes. Thank you for saying that. Yeah. I still, still kind of get there every once in a while, where it's like, yeah, what does it mean to just be you? It's like, well, anyway, it's an awareness thing. And I do think meditation is a powerful way to then start seeing between the lines. This is kind of how I see it. I see that, for me, before I found meditation, it was like the lines were like this, really close together. And it was like, okay, this is it. This is what is. And then as I started to meditate, it was like, oh, wow, there is stuff in between there. There's more to it. And then I was able to really get more of that sort of divine guidance that was really a kind of a new level of being. And I think I was sensing some of that before, but I just denied it or didn't really know how to be with it. And it was easy to just kind of ignore it. So great. I'm glad if you arrived late. Welcome, Chris. So glad that you can listen to the beginning. Go ahead, go back. And okay, so do you have any insight to visions when meditating? I would just say, just get curious about it for yourself. I like to let them inform me. And so just say, you know, what does this, because you're making it up anyway. So you're deciding what all things mean. So in the in service of your path, like, you know, what is it? What is sort of the lit up message that you can take from that? You can journal about it. You can ask more questions. Like if you get a vision and you're like, oh, what's that? Just allow yourself to say, you know, I would love to have more insight on that. Just play with it and see what more can come. Because I wouldn't be able to give insight to your visions. And, you know, if it feels like it's mental chatter, the inner critics, and it's interrupting your meditation and becoming more of a burden, and just notice that that's happening, because it's not wrong. It's actually naturally what's going to happen in meditation is that you're going to let some of the psychic garbage move and just notice it, and it wants to be acknowledged, and then it can dissolve. So yeah. Okay, good. Oh, thank you. These remind me of Linda from Bob's Burgers. So I'm so glad you were here. Please. Oh, you see Kali a lot when meditating. Well, that sounds exciting. I'd be super psyched about that. It's nice to have any sort of divine support. Sure. And then you get to research more about Kali. I think Kali is one that destroys stuff. So, which is great because we can destroy and rebuild. That's God too, the generator, the organizer, the destroyer. All right, thank you guys for being here, and we will see you on Friday for Love and Lattes. Don't miss it. Love you guys. Bye.